guys and girls, it's Dave from Destination Road, and today we're going to be doing the installation of the Runva 11XP Premium Red Edition. Now, I've done the unboxing. You haven't seen it. I'll probably put it somewhere around here. Go and have a watch of it. I'll let you know what's inside the actual box, which is at my feet at the moment, but we're in my dirty garage. So let's get this installation done, but we'll try and do it by the book. And there's only going to be a couple of little issues that I can see straight off the bat because of the way I used to have my carbon installed. Before I started, I had to modify my Bullbar just a tiny bit to get the rest of the winch in. Now, when you open up your box, you're going to find these two pieces of paper. Now, one is for where the sticker is and the little rope that you attach to your hook. In this one, it gives you the breakdown dimensions and each component of the winch. So if anything breaks on the winch, going through this, finding your 11XP or 13XP, it'll show you both an exploded version of your winch and numbered spots for all the parts. But as you can see, it has a breakdown of your winch, all numbered, and you can come across here to the corresponding number and find your part number. So yes, that is an awesome idea. Not many companies actually do that. Now, keep that safe, maybe in a drawer somewhere. Now, with a winch, people get a bit worried because a winch has cables like this that it gets scaring, but really it's like your installation instructions is that. Okay, very simple, especially if you're just bolting your winch up to the Bullbar. 4 bolts, 2 of those bolts are actually your Fairlead bolt as well, bracket. The only thing that you might want to do is if you want to change your clutch or your gearbox part of the winch, they give you the website for you to go there, read how they do and watch how they do the Runva gearbox rotation. Alright, I'm cutting across to the GoPro because it's steady and I can walk around with it. Oscar Puppy is right here. You say hi. The camera's there, but yeah, so the Runva winch. Now, I will have an issue and I will show you what it is. Fairleads, but it's not the Runva's issue, it is the Bullbar itself. Now, as you can see, there's nothing there at the moment, but if you notice the lines, so they go up. So this is how the carbon was installed. So as you can see, the drill holes, yeah. So, and then you got that. If I was to turn it the other way, which is the way it's supposed to, I can get the bottom ones done, but then the rope will be hitting the metal, so I have to come down to these ones when installing. Make sure you double check these before you actually start doing it, regardless of whether you have to either grind the Fairlead or grind the Bullbar. So most Bullbars will actually come with a bracket for you to install the winch to the Bullbar. Other than that, they have winch cradles, but for the MCC Bullbars, you can actually bolt a winch directly up to it. I'm going to temporarily fit this to where I need it to go. And the funny thing is it has for 4 points. I don't have 4 points. So we'll get this installed and then we'll go from there. Actually, I might have it upside down. Put it down a little bit lower. So instead of having the bracket like this and then having the keyway sticking up, I've actually reversed the bracket. So it's going to sit down like that, and then you get your keys. You have a key, goes in. We'll do that. Oh yeah, and then it goes like that. So be careful with these. You can lose these quite easily. So it does stay on, but if it turns, it'll fall out. The hardware is easy to install. I like the Allen key versions instead of just having nuts and bolts. So I won't actually hook it up directly. Whoa, and I drop it. My hands don't really work that well anymore, as you can see. But yeah, so I'll get this installed here. Don't tighten everything up. Do it all loose for the time being. So once you have found your positions, that's when you do your tightening up of all the hardware and everything like that. So, but for the time being, all we're going to do is a loose install, and then from there I will figure out everything. And then, okay, so I have mounted the isolator switch onto the bracket. Now it's going to sit like that. Now, as these are tightened, but this is not. So what you want to do is you want to get it all installed nice and loose. So this is the one that's going to go straight to the battery. Now I'm having it like that So when you actually have it installed, and I hope this wind's not annoying as all hell, but have a bracket down and then you can go from there. Make sure you put some protection over it. It does have a good amount of protection. It doesn't hurt to have more. Tools that you will be needing is, the easiest way to explain it is a socket set, 3/8 socket set. Now they don't, Allen keys, so just get some Allen keys. They're generic. There's 2 different sizes for this one. I think I'll put the other one back. I don't know where it is. I know it's over there. So yeah, so it's Allen key and just an 8mm at the moment. These look like they're 10mm. So all metric. It's not imperial, so that's good. Being that it's from Australia, you'd expect that. But yeah, once you have everything into position that you want, then it's good to tighten it up. But do not connect the battery until you are fully done, okay? That's just a safety thing. Even though this is disengaged, the keys are not in it and anything like that, just don't connect it up to the main battery until you have finished. So what I mean by just a socket set, a ratchet set, pretty much like this, okay? So it's just a basic one. This one's from Repco. I've had this for 25 years or something. They have a lifetime warranty, so if one breaks, like if this is broken, I'm using a Tool Pro one actually, but yeah, get yourself one of these and pretty much 100% of your stuff that you're going to work on the car will actually come from, will be able to be used. Remember to use 2 people when lifting these winches. They're not light, okay? Ryan behind the camera, that's why we didn't record it. The winch is in. As you can see, it's not actually bolted up, it's just sitting there.
We literally only just got it in.
Yeah, we just got it in. I'm just taking a break. Now it's time to put the Fairlead in. Now, Fairlead and bolt. Now what you want to do is make sure, if you can come over here, right? So the rope's here. Okay, the nuts slot in to the winch very easily. Once the top ones are done, they're not tight, they just slot it in. So then what you want to do is, because you got the upper and lower, depending on which winch, which bullbar you've got, is depending on how far you can, where you're going to place it. Ryan's taken over. Hello. He's taken over trying to get these bolts done up.
One of them is done. This one just doesn't like doing what it's told to.
The difference between, this is the carbon. Now this is like all synthetic ropes, as you can see. It's very flat. Come on close, Ryan. See what I mean by they get crushed? And depending on the heat is whether they last or not. So this one is going in the Pajero, hopefully not for long, but as you can see the difference? Actually come over here and see the difference. So this is the difference in the ropes, look. So double woven, a lot thicker, an actual diameter, not a crushed synthetic rope. It's still pretty much common for everybody with these ropes. But the red edition, the premium red edition, comes with this rope, which is a lot better. And as I said, when I did the unboxing, and when you disengage the clutch, as you can see, watch, that's just engaged. I might take it back out. Ryan actually just changed it, and then it's, see, as you can see, just free spools. Nice and easy. Now it's yay, the wind's died down a little bit. The winch is now installed and tightened up. Thanks, Ryan. Good on that. Now the control box. So brackets, or depending on which bracket I want to use, is depending on where it's going. But as I said, like, I'll probably do it here again. Okay, so I've decided to not run the control box here. It was annoying if the globes blew or something like that. You'd have to take everything out to get to it. So I thought, well, you're running an extension cord. So this is the extension cord, and it's running from the winch. And the winch controller is actually under the headlight. the brackets that they give you that flexibility. You can put pretty much put it anywhere, and because you've got that little extension cable, you can mount that plug anywhere in the engine bay or outside or things like that. But because I'm running the switch inside, I'm going to be running the switch inside, I'm going to run it towards the firewall, and then from there I'll do it back. So yeah, but going together slowly. Okay, so now that we've actually installed the control box under here, I've just routed the cables, and it is as easy as your blue, red to the red, and yellow to the yellow. So all you have to do is just open her up like that, and then slot her down, and then grab one of the nuts, and it's easy as that. All you have to really do is just tighten them up. But as I said, get them in first, and then check, make sure everything's all good, and then tighten it all up. So you want to get these dust covers out of the way as well, because they can be a real pain in the butt. So what we're going to do now is have it the right way around.
And then tighten it.
And then tighten it. So all it is just routing now. This is the negative one. You need to have it against an earth. That's the one that goes on the back, obviously. And you've got the little cable that is an earth as well, so that needs to be plugged in. I'm just cleaning up cables. So depending on where you put your winch controller is depending on the way you route it. Now if you went it the original way where I put it in here, you'd run your wiring through and then away you go. But since the control box is right there, it's a short nose, so I've already done all this wiring. Yes, there's a lot of wiring. Okay, before I button all this up and hide it all, I just want to show you something. So she's all installed now. Cables are all secured. So they're not going anywhere. There's nothing else there. All the wiring's good and put away. I still haven't connected the battery. As I said here, the last job is when you connect the cable to the main battery. You just don't want to run that sort of power through things that you're working with at the moment. But yeah, it's coming along easy. It just takes a little bit more it takes longer for me to install because my hands half the time won't work and my back gives out or something like that. So yeah, I have to take a time. So that's why I look different. I filmed yesterday and now I'm filming today. I did secure the battery isolator, so that's all now secured in. The cable tied in and everything like that, so the key will go into there and you can turn it around. But otherwise, yeah, just still button them up. But yeah, almost done and almost ready. Okay, so I still haven't connected it up to the battery, but it's all closed up and I'll look at SMIC. Now, when you're installing the extension cable, I've routed it to here. Now I've only temporarily done it because I'm going to make a bracket for it, but then I've corrugated. So whenever you're using cable, try to corrugate as much as you can. So that's all nice and sweet. Now what I also give you an idea is, so once you get into the switch part, take a photo with your phone of the colours. Okay, most people wouldn't know the colours, but take a photo of your colours, take all this off, and then tape it up. So you're going to be running it through. So you're going to be running it through the firewall. So you want it to be secure. Now, lucky for me, I actually have the old cable for the winch that was on the roof. So it's here, and it's already gone through the firewall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape up the switches power cables to this, so nothing's exposed. And all I'm going to do is just pull the other cable back through. So I don't really need it because I'm going to be running this switch on the center console, so the ones in the roof will be taken out and later on it'll be changed over. Okay, so the fun part, I'm in the cabin now, so I fed the power cable through the firewall, mission and a half for that one, and now I've got it running through to my plugs. Now I haven't got the actual power connected, but I have tested it and it does work. So yeah, so as long as you put the key in, you turn it on, this will be supplied power and you can get the winch in and out. Alright, so I'll take this shackle off. I'm doing a bit of media work with it. You would have seen it on Instagram. Now I'm going to install the last of it, the red tab. Alright, cool. So I hope you enjoyed the winch installation video. It is a detailed cut down version. There is a much longer version which goes into fine detail like screws, what parts, what tools, how we routed things. If you'd like to see that, leave us a comment down the bottom saying yeah, and a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to our channel, just hit the subscribe button and the bell to let you know that we'll be releasing videos. We will be trying to get more detailed, but we have just been focusing on the builds at home at the moment with this brand new garage. So yeah, if you want to keep up with us, hit the subscribe button, check Runva out. If you're in Bathurst, go head out to see Matt at Full Drive Zone. He has a complete collection of Runva products out there, recovery soft shackles, kits, and the actual winches. Anyway, make your own destination and get out there. Bye.
Go on and lose it. Go on and lose it. Go on and lose it. 3, 2, 1. Go on and lose your minds. Go on and lose it. 3, 2, 1. Go on and lose your minds.